Colonel Wyatt hits the screen, got stories bold and keen. Old soldier, sharp and mean, tells truths they've never seen. Rugby lover with a roar, Africa flowing in his core. YouTube rants they can't ignore, his passion makes his heart soar. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Military mind, keen and wise, truths come out, no disguise. South African skies, in his eyes, hear his voice, no surprise. Retired soldier with the fight, in the dark he brings the light. Angry rants, truths ignite, join the cause, join the ride. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Enemies knocked on his door, trolls attack, but he's more with each click. Watch him soar on the truth waves, he explodes. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Right now, don't miss the brawl.
Take a picture.
Golden hair blazing in the sun's fierce light, a figure stands tall in the dead of night. Shadows crawl, but he doesn't sway, a sentinel guarding the break of day. Words like fire burn through the air, a defender of dreams and the world's despair. Facing storms with an unyielding grin, the fight for truth always starts within. Stand tall, golden hair in the wind. The tides may rise, but we won't give in. Through the chaos, a beacon so bright, leading us all to the edge of the fight. The world quakes as the battle ignites. Through the smoke, he's a vision of might. Foes gather aiming from every side, but he moves with purpose and endless pride. Try to break him with venom and lies, but he soared like an eagle, piercing the skies. A symbol of hope when the night is long, a melody rising, a defiant song. Stand tall, golden hair in the wind. The tides may rise, but we won't give in. Through the chaos, a beacon so bright, leading us all to the edge of the fight.
They say, I'm the problem. Really? You want to blame me for everything? Well, I'm not the one sitting on the sidelines complaining about life. You want change? You think the other guy can deliver? Give me a break. I'm the one who got things done. And trust me, you wouldn't want anyone else in charge. Good evening, America. Unless you're watching from California, then maybe not so good. Just kidding. Sort of, it's your favorite president, some say the best ever. And tonight, I've got a few things to say. So grab your popcorn, turn off the fake news, and let's talk about what's really going on. It's going to be good, really good.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
D-Day, June 6, 1944. Well, it's June 6, 2025. 81 years later, folks. Welcome back to the program. To all the Neanderthals, canines, right-wing podcasters, and all those car guards and aspiring car guards out there, welcome to you. Pleasure to have you join me once again this evening for Night Owls, which is morning for folks further to the east. Well, how's it going there? Rain and ice tomorrow, says fight, fight, fight. Well, not here. It's summertime. Yeah, that's right. A little bit of Will Smith there. Summertime. Riding down in your benzos. Patrick Wick is here. Fight, fight, fight. Rakes. Peter Wick. I already said that. I said Patrick. I meant Peter. Dylan Klomberg. There's an OG. Marius Fenter. Heidi Roberts say, welcome to Yolanda van Rensburg. Wills is back. Natalie Sten. Charles Van Olsen, the voice of reason. Hank is here. Haven't slept a bit. Was an all-nighter. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe I can put you to sleep with my singing. No, that'll scare you out of the room. Anime Free, welcome to you. Coffee. Couldn't sleep again. Sorry to hear that. Always nice to wake up to pouring rain and good company, says Milo. Holden Caulfield is back. Morning from cold and rainy Cape Town, says Diane. Conrad Hudenhuis, welcome back to your car guard family. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Retha Swart. Hey, Retha, how you doing there? What's the word? What's the word? Helen de Zwart, Migo Multipass, Leilu Dallas Multipass, Leilu Dallas. I always wanted a sequel to The Fifth Element, but of course, unfortunately, Bruce Willis is gone and not able to do that. Not gone as in past, but he's not going to be able to act anymore. Auntie Floyd gave a 1,400 Rand super chat. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that super chat. Do appreciate it. The alert box on there. Charlene Boto, welcome to you. Jack Up, Rakes. Who else we got here? Charles Sutherland Clark says, thank you for your unmatched dedication to help us. You're very welcome. No sharks allowed. Very important Bulls Day. Indeed, indeed, indeed. It's a big Bulls Day. It's a big Bulls Day. Yep. What else we got here? Martin Fundenbev, welcome to you. Forgot about my bike cover. Ooh, sorry to hear that, Milo. Patrick Green wants to deport the baby Trump. Ah, shame. Aunt Anthony, welcome back. Buster B. Mike B. Who else we got there? And Mary says, good evening. I can't stay long, but I'll watch. I start closing. Okay. How long before you get your YouTube plaque, Colonel? Oh, I have no idea how that works, Milo. I have no idea. I bet you they make you have it for a month in average so you don't go down. Who knows? We trust YouTube. I don't. I do know that my mailing address is up to date because I checked on that last month just in case I actually got to 100,000. Chantel, welcome to Arena Watt. Guys, listen, tonight I'll talk about a few things. We can chat if you got questions. Any aspiring car guards who are curious about the car guard market here in America, I'll be happy to talk about that. No, but seriously, anyone's got any questions? Yeah, happy to chat tonight. We'll see. I don't know if we'll go all that long tonight. We've got rugby tomorrow with the semifinals. Once again, for the fourth consecutive year, a South African team will make it to the final of the United Rugby Championship. That's amazing. And all three of those finals have been played where? In South Africa. If the Bulls win and Leinster loses tomorrow, that would be 4 years in a row that the final will be played in South Africa. How much will that piss off the Europeans? Oh, sorry, Pat, you meant the MS-13 babies. Got you. Oh my goodness. Did you guys catch earlier with Jack Miller? We were having a conversation and his power went out. It's like the old days of load shedding. I don't know what the reason for the power going out is. That we don't know if it was load shedding or just somebody stole a transformer. Who knows what's going on? Anyway, yeah, so we'll talk about those things. But tonight I want to talk about a few other things. I just posted a video. Is it done? Let me see. Let me see if it's done. Did it get posted? No, it's not posted yet. Okay, so I'm going to post it right now. You don't have to go watch it. Okay, so there we go. Put a little monetization on that there. Otherwise, they won't promote it. I hope you guys realize that's why I monetize these videos. It's not because I want them to make money, although that's nice from ads, but it's because if I don't monetize them, YouTube doesn't promote them. None other than Byron Shepard reminded me of that a couple years ago, and he was right. Well, last year, actually. Yeah, so I just posted another one. Yeah, so that video, you can check it out later on. But the video is about people spazzing out over this post, which is fake. This was fake a few weeks ago when it showed up. It's fake today. So let me just put this on the screen and just point this out, that this is just bogus nonsense. It didn't appear. This is nonsense here, that people fall for this. I got people panicking, sending me messages, frantic messages. Oh my gosh, look what Trump said. And this is not what Trump said. It turns out the South Africa genocide videos were totally fake news. The 49 so-called Boer families aren't even real farmers. Sad. Elon showed me Hollywood-style acting. Disgraceful. No genocide. Just another hoax to make me look bad. That's just nonsense. And people fall for it. So I made a video analyzing that. In fact, Trump has said something about the so-called genocide. And what he said specifically, God bless it, stop it, is that he wasn't convinced of it in the Oval Office. That's what he said. But the media lie. So there you go. JM live stream valuable info. I have no idea what that is. And why are we sharing other content creators on my channel? What's that all about? Is there something specifically great that we need to go see? An option to move to the U.S. using I-2 visa. Should I peruse or just wait for FG status? Milo, I'm not sure what an I-2 visa is. Is that a special skills visa? You should apply for FG program. Maybe you'll get that in the meantime. You know, why not? Conrad also lost internet connectivity. Interesting. Cobus Fundamental says, good morning. Welcome to you. Heard there's a Bryfleas in Loftus tonight. Serving up hamburger and steaks. No, they're serving up pilchards. Grilled pilchards are on the Bry at Loftus today. L2 Internet Company Transfer. Okay. Thank you, Dirk Johannes Dupré. Yes, 100,000 is pretty cool. Hit it a couple days ago, but we're just creeping along so slowly now. Trump will set you free. Well, I hope so. Hope he sets a lot of people free. The ANC making South Africans suffer. You're correct, Dylan. That's true. South African site with mountain cameras that you can follow live snowboards. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Anna Marie. I was wondering what that was. Yeah. Yeah, I used to love the webcams. I showed that before. I used to go to webcams like for the Faroe Islands. In fact, let me look and see if that one's working. A lot of those weren't working last time I checked. There was a big thing about 7 or 8 years ago, then suddenly people stopped doing it. Faroe Islands webcam. There was one in Tórshavn. Faroe Islands webcam. Okay. Faroe Islands live. Let's see. Webcams on the Faroe Islands. Let's see if I can find the one in Tórshavn. That's the one I like. Oh, here's Tórshavn. Okay, let's see. All right. I don't want ones that are old, though. So let's see. Here's the map. There's the Faroe Islands. There's Tórshavn. Let's check that out. It says there's 6 of them. Oh, it's not. There's one in Tórshavn. Okay, there's ones in other locations. So buffering. Well, that's odd. Oh, maybe it's not odd because it's going on summertime. It's still daylight there. That's pretty wild. So there's Tórshavn. Looks like it's live. It's the screen. Oh, yeah, it's live. The screen is wet. Tórshavn is the capital of the Faroe Islands. Here you go. Anyway, that's Tórshavn in the Faroe Islands. Let me try another one here. This is the airport. That's pretty boring looking. It doesn't look right. Let's try. Oh, let me see if there's one in Klaksvik. Let me see if there's one there. Klaksvik is pretty cool. Where's Klaksvik at? I don't see one. Don't have them everywhere. Oh, there's Klaksvik. Oh, that'll be cool. Oh, yeah, Klaksvik. That's awesome. This is one of the coolest sights you'll ever see. Check it out. That's Klaksvik in the Faroe Islands. Look at how the village curves around the inlet there. Isn't that cool? You see the birds flying around there. Klaksvik. The Faroe Islands. They still speak, they have Faroese, which is a Norse language. Yeah, it's live, Kevin. Remember, it's the land of the midnight sun. It's so far north now, we're heading to summertime. You see the sun off in the distance. It's not going to get dark there. Not going to get dark there. First time ever, we were 600 meters deep, knee-deep in Sarah's last year. Best memories. Oh, cool. New York airspace all day. Good Lord. Thought I complained a lot. Oh, be quiet, Arctic. Be quiet. Will we see a Colonel live? Not related to refugee program. Where not a single refugee program. I don't know about Charles. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? That is Klaksvik. I've been there, folks. It's amazing, Charles. The only problem is that in order to get there, you've got to drive through this tunnel that's like 2.9 kilometers. I don't know. It's really long. Seems like 2.9 kilometers. And it's only wide enough for one car. You can't see the cars come there. And there's only a couple spots where you can just slide in the tunnel. And it's really tight. I had a car come when I went through the tunnel. It's terrifying, man. Terrifying. Arctic says, read carefully. Been dealing with New York airspace all day. Thought you lot complained. Oh, you lot complained a lot. Yeah, okay, got it, Arctic. Yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry, man. Got it wrong. But isn't that cool? Klaksvik, man. One of the coolest places. So let me see if I can find another one. That's Klaksvik. It might be cool. I've been here too. What's this one? Yeah, here you go. This is Eloy. I've also been here. Not nearly as interesting as Klaksvik, but pretty cool. But this is kind of how the Faroe Islands look. Almost no trees anywhere. Yeah, it's an old ancient continent that is pretty much gone except for these islands. Pretty wild, huh? Yeah, it is beautiful, Marnus. They speak Faroese. I went there in 2006 when I went to Iceland. It was 2005. 2005, I think it was. I went to Iceland and I flew over to the Faroe Islands because they have what's the name of the airline there? Atlantic Airways was the Faroese national airline. It flew from Reykjavik over to the airport there. So, yeah. Trees can be grown there, Charles, but it's very windy. So only in sheltered spots. It doesn't work too well. Let me see if I can find another cool one here. I've never been here. This is a little island I haven't been on. That doesn't look so special. Let me try this one here. Well, this is the airport, so I don't want that one. Here, this might be a good one. Well, that isn't so pretty. Well, there's two here. Oh, there you go. Come on. Check out these houses. I mean, this is pretty cool, huh? A lot of these damn seabirds flying around. Look at that. Well, that camera is getting hit by the wind. Look at it jumping around. You can see they're pretty much building their homes on top of rock. That camera is jostling around because of the wind. In a place like this, everybody knows everybody. No fences, yeah, no guns, no knives, no farm murders. Yeah, only about 50,000 people live there, though. Shield walls to get the trees going. Well, there's a few spots where they have trees. But it's rocky soil. You got to have a place where the roots can take place. So let's do some Iceland webcam, okay? Iceland webcams. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Reykjavik. Grindavik. Akuri. I've been here. This is pretty cool. How's this camera doing? Yeah. This doesn't do it justice, but this is a live webcam from Iceland, Akuri, which is located in the far northwest of the country. When you come in by plane, you fly past that mountain that's straight ahead there. You go up to the left where the kind of purpley clouds are. You do a 90-degree turn, and you turn back and fly up the fjord and land on a very narrow strip. There's almost no space. Yeah, it's a lovely place, but it's pretty isolated in the far northwest of Iceland. Ice babies, right. Beautiful place. Iceland's wonderful. Unfortunately, they're allowing the country to be invaded by foreigners, just like everyone else. I don't know why Somalis should be there, but they've got some. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty cool, huh? Let me see if I can find another one here. We got some live volcanic activity. That's not nothing going on there. So anyway, Iceland, pretty cool, huh? The Northern Lights. Let's see what we got here. Well, they're not very northern. It's still daytime. It's pretty bright. Oh, this camera rotates. Check it out. I was getting a little dizzy there. It's gone so fast. Camera's rotating there. Look at that. Try to say that word. You think Afrikaans is difficult. Fjerbrigo Faskruthjotor. What the hell? Fjerbrigo Faskruthjotor. Oh, they're listening to me. Look at all the cars parked over there. June 7th. This is 3:23 in the morning, folks. It's broad daylight. 3:23. It's cool, huh? Containers. Anyway, so that's in Iceland. Yeah, that's 3:23 in the morning. Broad daylight, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Yep. Yabo. Let's see. Here's the church, and that's not coming up, right? These cameras don't look so good in these other spots. Anyway, let me see if I can find a better one here. No, these aren't good. Here you go. And there's still snow here. Look at this. That's looking down from Akuri. There's the ski slopes. 3:24 in the morning. Look at all that snow. That snow in Iceland. See Northern Lights one day. Yeah, Loretta, that's pretty cool. I've only seen them briefly. I haven't really spent time in place. It looks like the snow hasn't quite held up on the ski lifts. Look at that. It's all melting. Because it's summertime in the summertime. No, we're not narwhal watching. Wouldn't that be cool, though? Carlos Fredo, what's going on, man? But that's the skier. Hlidshval Strikkali. Yep. 3:25 in the morning, and it's broad daylight, folks. It just doesn't get dark. How has my day been? Very, very busy, as usual. Very busy. Okay, let me see what else I can find here. Anything more interesting? Ooh, Vestamania. Vestamania. Yeah, this is a pretty cool place. Let's see how this one comes up here. Check it out. This is a nice view. There you go. Look at all the bird dung over there on the side of that rock out there in the water. Oh, it's a bird flying on the golf course there. Yeah, anyway. Yep, anyway, that's kind of cool. So let's see if I can find some Greenland cams. Greenland webcams. I've never checked out Greenland webcams before. I don't think I have anyway. Greenland webcams. Let's see. Live cams in Greenland. Here we go. Let's see. We got webcams in Greenland. Okay, close the Iceland, close the Faroe Islands. We don't need those. Webcams in Greenland. Not showing me in here. Oh, here we go. Nook. It's the airport. Ooh, icebergs. Is this live? Ooh, it is live. Check it out. If you want to look at an iceberg. It's Greenland. And all the rock, man. Got block out curtain business. Yeah, no, it is. You need that. Otherwise, you never get any sleep up there. Because it just stays like that. Then you never get any light in the wintertime. You just don't get any light. Where's this at? Kulisuk. Oh, you can't see anything. It's all just foggy. -2 degrees Celsius. That's chilly. Narsak. Okay, a little darker Narsak there, but they're a little further south than the place I just showed you. So look at that. 3 degrees Celsius. Ooh, you can see the snow still hanging out there. Did they light the streets up? Look at the street. Huh. Oh, there you go. That's a little bit clearer. That's about as dark as it gets. 2:27 in the morning. That's the heliport at Narsuk in Greenland. Greenland. But look at this. Looks like they lit up the streets over there to the left. All nature is amazing. Nature's amazing. Let's see if we can't find... where else? Let's go to Svalbard. Svalbard would be cool. Svalbard. Svalbard webcams. Spitsbergen, Svalbard, and Jan Mayen. Oh, they got them in Jan Mayen too. That's cool. Okay, where's the damn webcams at? That's useless. Oh, here we go. Spitsbergen. Longyearbyen. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Now here it's 5:26. We've gone from Faroes to Iceland to Greenland, going backwards in time. Now we're jumping forward back to Svalbard. And here at Svalbard, it's 5:26 in the morning. So check this one out. There you go. That's Svalbard, which is an island, series of islands way north. Belongs to Norway, but there are Russians also located there. Lots of polar bears. And that's where they've got the seed vault at, where they put all the seeds from all over the world to protect them. The seed vault. Pretty cool. Look at all that snow in the summertime. Yeah, man. Always got snow there. Why is that screen still on? I thought, turn off. There we go. What's this? South Africans no need to work permit. First of all. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Patrick. Well, where? In Svalbard and Greenland. Greenland is fishing. Iceland is fishing. And some tech stuff. And Faroe Islands is fishing, mostly. And Svalbard isn't really... there's mining there, but not really a place where people live. No, the seed vault is not in Greenland. It's not in Iceland. It's in Svalbard. Svalbard. Kruger Park also has a few nice webcams. Okay. Guess Trump isn't going to buy Greenland. We don't know. He might. He might. 6 months sleep, 6 month wake. Yep, that's exactly right. He might still buy Greenland. Don't get too carried away. Give it time. Let's see what else we got here. Come in, another one here. Spitsbergen. Here's Jan Mayen Island. This is pretty cool. This one's really remote. Jeez. This looks like just a weather station. Yep. And it's 442, Jan Mayen Island. Talk about desolate and remote. Look at that. Oof. That's time lapse there. That's not live. Anyway, that one's kind of boring. Boring. Just saying. What's that? Oh, I still got Narsuk. It's still up there. Greenland. Let's see. We have, let me see if we can get webcams in. Where else can we get up there? Let's see. We can try Nova Scotia, but it's still dark probably. Nova Scotia live webcams. Nova Scotia webcams. There's one in Halifax. Let's see. Right. No, it's still dark there. Let's try. Where's Halifax on this map? There's Halifax. Oh, good Lord. There's a lot of maps there. Oh, St. Pierre and Miquelon. I wonder if there's one there. Oh, come on. It's the Westin Hotel. See, it's still dark in Halifax. This is in Halifax, folks, in Nova Scotia, Canada. Nova Scotia webcams, check it out. It's just after midnight there. That's why it's dark. So it's only half hour ahead of, or an hour ahead of us right now. But it's dark there, not far enough north. So I wonder if we can get anything at St. Pierre and Miquelon. That's pretty cool. That's a French possession, the only French possession left in North America. St. Pierre and Miquelon. Let me see if I can find that. St. Pierre. Miquelon live webcams. Let's see what we get. It's the harbor webcams. Okay, let's see what we can come up with here. Oh, there you go. That looks good. Here's the harbor. It's just a little bit further east of that. Okay. Oh, no, it's still dark. Still dark. That's not good. Can't see anything on that webcam. Exploits River. Let's see. Nah, it's poor. Poor quality. We get rid of that. Anyway. Yeah, so webcam's pretty cool, folks. Pretty cool. New Brunswick, Newfoundland. Oh, you can do some Newfoundland ones. Maybe find some there. Maybe there's some a little bit further. Newfoundland. Come on, what's with my damn... There we go, mouse. Newfoundland live webcams. Let's see what we get. Newfoundland Labrador. Let's see what we get here. Okay, George Street, St. John's. Looks like it's raining there. St. John's sky. Let's try that. Okay, we don't need music. Just going to get in trouble with that. There you go. That's Newfoundland, St. John's. See the ships? Oh, there's some car going out to the pier there. Look at that. Looks like a Coast Guard vessel there, too. Canadian Coast Guard vessel on the left-hand side. What else, guy? Norway, Sweden, Finland, also country which say, yeah, we can do that. Let me do that. Damn headphones died. Oh, sorry to hear that. You're welcome, Tom. Good morning, folks. We really only have 100 people watching at this hour. Let me see. Let me check that out. We really have 100 people watching. I'm surprised. We do only have 100 people watching. Wow. I guess because it's the weekend. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, 110 is pretty cool, though. Better than we used to do. Let me go ahead and get, got the Newfoundland, so let's get rid of the Newfoundland there. A lot of them are Newfoundland, by the way. Let me get some webcams on the Faroe Islands. Not Faroe Islands, the Åland Islands. Åland Islands webcams. Okay, Mariam, I know that one. Live from, I don't want Iceland, I want Finland. Oh, good Lord, that's a lot. Okay, let's check out this one here. Look at that. There's a lot there. So this is, here's Mariam, okay. It's an hour ago. That's not live. Okay, this map is kind of throwing me off. I can't tell where the land is here. Okay, Marienhamn should be... That's Göteborg. That's in Sweden. There's Estonia. There's... okay. That's... Finland is here. Okay, now I figured out. Okay, there's Tampere in Finland. Here's... Oh, that's the Baltic there. Okay, so I don't see anything for Marienhamn. Let's try this. Maybe that's it. Nope, I don't know where that's at. That's an interesting map. Let me reload it because it's not doing what I want it to do. I want Marienhamn. That's not what I wanted. That's pretty wild. It gives you wind, weather, all kinds of stuff. That's crazy. Okay, so I want Marienhamn. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. It's not live. It's a delayed one here. Well, that's useless. Not working at all. Well, that sucks. All right, let's try Finland webcams. Okay. Webcams around Öland. Here we go. Now let's try it again. Here's another one. Oh, here you go. This one does snaps. It doesn't do live pictures. So that's in the Öland Islands there in Marienhamn. I've been there. Beautiful little town. Swedish-speaking part of Finland. 5:29 in the morning. It's an hour ago, so it's 6:29 now. Guess there's no live ones here. There you go. There's the ferry crossing. Lots of those. Lots of those in the Öland Islands. Man, there's a lot of those. Okay. Live webcam from Öland Islands. Ease weather. Let's see what this one is. Okay. Here you go. A little bit better view of that one. Time lapse. Anyway, there you go. So that's interesting. It's a place full of water and full of red granite. Oh man, all the roads are paved with red granite. It's beautiful. Oh, you guys talking about the comrades? Okay, now let's try Finland. Live cams in Finland. Okay. Okay, Santa Claus Village. Okay. There's the Santa Claus Village. Still got Arctic Circle. Plus 12 degrees. That's actually kind of warm. A lot warmer than we saw out there in the Atlantic. Okay, that's that one. Let's go to Helsinki. There you go, Helsinki. Live. When did they put that Ferris wheel in there? I never saw that Ferris wheel in Helsinki. Been to Helsinki a few times. Finland. Love Finland. Kind of desolate, though, but beautiful. Turku. Oh, here's the ski area, 0 point ski area. Looks like we're not going to see the ski. It's a rotating again. Here's another one of those rotating ones. 9 degrees Celsius. That means there's probably going to be no snow there because it's too warm. There you go. See the hotels in the distance. Picture's just coming in really clearly now. Check it out. That looks like an electric car charging station down there. That little green thing. I guess that's as far as the camera goes. It must swing back the other way now. So let's go back and find another one that's interesting here. This is Lisami. I was hoping to find Lappeenranta, one of my favorite places there. Checking out all the trees, man. Finland. Some of the architecture in Finland is pretty lame, though, folks. It's like Cold War era cement buildings like the Soviets. Their architecture leaves a lot to be desired at times. But a beautiful country. Beautiful country. Another place they've given away to foreigners. Shockingly, people go to Finland. It's freaking cold there. Why anybody from around the world want to go there and hide out, I don't get. Looking for Lappeenranta. I don't see Lappeenranta. Ski area. Is there any ski going on? I don't think there is. There's probably two. Yeah, no. Yeah, here's the ski area. There's no snow. It's gone. Just a little bit up the top there. They've blotted out where you can see people. That's weird. No snow there. Let's try Trondheim. Let's see if there's any there in Norway. In Trondheim. Trondheim webcam. Let's check out Trondheim. Not working. Port's not working. The camera at the port. That sucks. It's a Trevi Fountain Room. I don't care about that. Trondheim webcam is offline. Let's try Norway webcams. So you got live cams in Norway. Webcams in Norway. The Lofoten Islands. Okay, let's check that out. Ooh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Look at that, folks. Oh, man, is that not stunningly beautiful? That is just absolutely gorgeous. Heaven on earth, is it not? Look at that. Wow. Do you hear birds? I hear birds. Maybe you can hear the birds in the background. Isn't that gorgeous? That is picture perfect. Nice reflection of the houses in the water, too. Gorgeous, man. That is just amazing. That's the Lofoten Islands. I'll show you where this is at. So, this is where it's at, as you can see, which you just saw. See that red marker? It is way north in Norway. Look at that. That is way up there, man. That's further north than Greenland. But here's where Svalbard was, up here at the top. Okay. Wow. Pretty cool. Anyway, way up there, folks. Way up there. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can't find another one that's pretty cool. Here's Bergen. They got themselves a Ferris wheel too. What's up with that? What's with all these Ferris wheels in Europe now? That's Bergen. Norway. Norway. Let's try, see if I can find Öland. 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 Öland, Sweden. Live cam. Live cams in Sweden. Well, the last one we'll do, and we'll be done. Sweden. We go to Sweden now. Yeah, we have some meatballs. Some meatballs in Sweden. Here is Haparanda. And of course, oh, that's Sweden. Here you go. You can check out Sweden now. Lots of trees down in Sweden also. Yeah, the Swedes, they're very popular. Oh, check this out. It's a shopping center in Sweden. Lots of birds. Sweden. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, cool. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was lots of fun. Eh? No? Yes? No? Good? No? You tell me. I thought it was fun. Anyway. Right. Where are we at now? 115. We picked up a whole 5 people. Webcam in Hillbrow. It's been stolen. Sorry, Buster B. Stole all this, the cameras in Hillbrow. Exactly. Are you tempting us to go somewhere else? Yeah, anywhere but Wyoming. How safe is Sweden, Norway, and Finland? Well, Finland's still pretty safe. Sweden is not very safe at all. Sweden has a massive immigration problem full of violent criminals and rapists. It's a major problem. Major problem. Swedes are under assault by their generosity, letting all these people from around the world come in their country. Do you know that there was no phrase in the Swedish language for gang rape? Now there is. Now there is. Swedish girls being gang raped by people from Africa and South Asia. It's horrible. Yep. Conrad said, always good to see some interesting places. Looks like never recover from COVID lockdowns. Yeah, exactly. Yolandi, what's going on? Most interesting. You're very welcome, Rena. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Wallfish Bay. Okay, I hadn't tried that one. Okay. Yeah, the copying London Eye. I think that's what it is. It's not as beautiful as Hillbrow and Berea. Send me there right now, says Wills. Okay. Have I traveled the world, says Nicola. Nicola, I've lived in 16 countries on 4 continents, and I have been to over 80 countries on the planet. Yep. Pretty much every country in Europe except for Montenegro, Bulgaria, and Lithuania. I think I've got the rest of them. Oh, and Andorra. I haven't been to Andorra. But I've been to Spain, Portugal, San Marino, Italy, the Vatican, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland, Estonia, Latvia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Scotland, Wales, England, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, Greece, Turkey. Yeah. And in Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, Senegal, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Niger, Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire. Should I go on? Yeah, a lot of places. 56 countries, 7 working, okay? Never been to Andorra. I thought about going there during the Rugby World Cup. It was just a bridge too far. Need a manservant. Sorry, I don't need one. Belgium was cool. I don't know if Belgium's so cool. Yeah, that's insane, says Nicola. Yeah, it is. In what country did you have the best food? The best meals I've had in my life have been in Germany, South Africa, the UK, Austria, And Switzerland. I suppose Italy could add that in there too. Alan Coates, so what's going on? Jean-Luc Gibson. Boy, that just doesn't go together. Jean-Luc Gibson. That's very confusing. Or maybe you pronounce it Jean-Luc Gibson. Gibson. Chappie's Bubblegum. Well, never been outside South Africa. Yes, Helen, I'm sure of that. Most South Africans don't seem to have a passport. Brussels is the most boring city I've been to. Buster, yeah, Brussels is kind of boring, but the center of Brussels isn't too bad. I've been there. I've been to Brussels many, many times, mostly because when I was stationed in Liberia, it was the gateway back to Europe because the only airline that flew in and out of Roberts International Airport was SM Brussels, which then became Brussels Airlines. And so every time I left and went to Liberia, I had to go through Brussels. Yeah, so, yeah. Yep. Worst food, USA chain store fast food. Schnitzel in Prague was on the best. I've eaten in Prague. Yeah. Too damn old to join. To join what? So, anyway, yeah. This is one of our slowest. Wow, what's going on tonight? I guess people are sleeping in. Yeah, Prague is okay. I didn't really find it. Ufleku, I went to that brewery. That was interesting, but it didn't really do a whole lot for me. Prague was okay. Interesting. Charles Bridge. Yeah, been there, done that. Vienna doesn't really interest me. I've been to Vienna. It's just not the coolest. Munich is an awesome city. There was no Midnight Express from Morocco to Monrovia. What are you talking about, Arctic? 2008, 2007, there's only one plane that flew in there. There was no train service. Best girls in Prague? I'll debate that. I'd like to go to Bavaria. Bavaria is lovely. Been everywhere in Bavaria. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so many places in Bavaria. Let me take a look at the maps. Let's go to Bavaria. Let's go to Bayern. Get across the Atlantic. Bavaria. Here we go. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, here's Bavaria. So let's see. I can run through some of these towns. Pretty much every town on this map I've been to. I've been to Ulm. I've been to Heidenheim, Augsburg, Landsberg am Lech, Memmingen, Kaufbeuren, Kempten, Füssen, Garmisch-Partenkirchen, Baltholz, Bad Aibling, Rosenheim, Tegernsee, Munich, Dachau, Erding, Bad Reichenhall, Rosenheim, Traunstein. What else? Ingolstadt, been there. Neumark in Oberpfalz, Amberg, been there. Fürth, Nürnberg, Kitzingen, Bamberg, been to all those places. Those are all in Bavaria. Bayreuth, been there. Kulmbach, there's a beer comes from Kulmbach. Coburg, been to all those places. Yep. All of them. Have I been to a World War II cemetery? I have. Normandy. I've been to Normandy. I've been to the World War II cemetery in Tunisia. Also British World War I cemeteries in Italy. World War I cemeteries for the United States in France. Yep. Age limit reached for the military and it's freezing. Oh. Age limit reached the military. Gotcha, Anthony. Thank you. South Africa's cold, Colonel. I suspect plenty are fatigued. I have to admit, I miss emotional training week. Okay, sorry to hear that. No, that could be. I'm just curious because it's the smallest audience we've had in a long time. It's kind of intimate. People are like, man, I pine for the old days when nobody was in the chat and nobody's there. Well, tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. Once in a lifetime experience. Must be amazing. Well, I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff. It wasn't once in a lifetime. I spent a third of my adult life living in Europe. Yep, either in Germany or in Italy. And then we look at Austria here, man. Austria, Innsbruck, been there. Kitzbühel, been there. Zell Salzburg, I already said that. Villach, Klagenfurt am Wörthersee, Graz, Vienna, Linz, Braunau am Inn, that's where Hitler was born. Been to all those places, man. All of them. Hallstatt, yeah, Hallstatt's pretty cool. Bad Ischl, been there. That's where the Emperor and Sissi like to hang out, was in Bad Ischl. Yep. Pretty cool stuff. Flown in a helicopter from Germany down to Klagenfurt. It was pretty cool. Kufstein in Österreich, been there too. Yep, I love Kufstein. Pretty cool. Yep. Wattens. Wattens is where Swarovski is headquartered at. The Brenner Pass, I've been through there. Gries am Brenner, been there. Yep. Yep. Ötztal. Yep. And all those places, man. Pretty cool stuff. Yep. Yep. Reuter. Been there. It's still in Austria. Beautiful. Austria is just gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Pripyat. No, I've not been there. That's in Russia. Never been. Have you considered documenting your travels with your evaluation of each? Oh, it's an idea, Anthony. Never been to Antarctica. No, never been to Antarctica. There are World War II cemeteries in Italy and North Africa for South Africans. There are. There are also a World War II cemetery in Addis Ababa for South Africans. Been there. Taking the photographs. Yep. Intimate session. Yeah, Nicole, it's kind of nice, huh? Never been to the Falklands. Yeah, never been to the Falkland Islands, man. Never been there. Yep. Been to Greece. Yep. Well, Ukraine, Russia, same thing. When the Russians are done, it'll all be Russia. And then I love South Tyrol. Oh, South Tyrol, which is in Italy. Love it. Been there, been there, been there. Love it, love it, love it. Marin, or Merano as the Italians say, Sterzing, Brixen, Bolzano, Bozen. Yeah, been all those places. Neumarkt. Yeah, good stuff. And I've gone to Osterol, which is in Austria. That was a little harder to get to, man. Actually did that one time just to say I've been there. It's not that exciting. South Tyrol is much nicer. The Argies went to the Falklands. Yep. My dad went to America, Britain, and Israel. Been to Israel. I lived in Israel, Helen. Lived in Israel. Yep. In Eilat, near Eilat. The Isle of Man. I've been to the Isle of Man. Been to the Isle of Man. Yep. Been to the Isle of Man. Yeah. It was interesting. Actually still had snow when I went there. Yep. But it was clearly a place that had been passed by time. Going back to work Northern Ireland was the best fun. I actually was shocked at how nice Northern Ireland was. I had no idea. I've been to Israel. That's correct, Buster. I've never been to Palestine. It doesn't exist. Never been there. Been to Israel. Yep. Been to Judea. Yep. Tristan de Kuna. Never been there. So Buster said, well said. Yeah, it doesn't exist. I can't go there. It's the land of the Philistines. It's actually Israel. Copenhagen. Oh, I love me some Denmark. Yep, Denmark is awesome. Been to Denmark many times. One of my absolute favorite places in the world, ladies and gentlemen, is Roskilde. And Roskilde is really cool. Let's see if I can find here. Roskilde Cathedral. There you go. Roskilde Cathedral. This is really awesome. So the Roskilde Cathedral is where all of the Viking, the Danish royalty are buried. It's unbelievable. Let's see if I can find it. Roskilde. Let's see if I can find one of the websites. Roskilde Cathedral, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Maybe that'll get us there. Okay. Visit Roskilde Cathedral. Let me see if any of these have good pictures. Here you go. Roskilde Cathedral, all brick. Well, that's not helpful. What a useless. UNESCO has terrible sites. It's also a UNESCO damn site. Well, that's useless. Built in the 12th and 13th century, Scandinavia's first Gothic cathedral to be built of brick and encouraged the spread of the style throughout Northern Europe. It's been a mausoleum of the Danish royal family since the 15th century. Porches and side chapels were added up to the 19th century, thus provides a clear view of the development of European religious architecture. Yeah, I want photographs of it. That's useless. I don't want the fricking... Why does that take me there? It was supposed to take me to... Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Okay. Here, this is on a YouTube video. I'm not going to show that. Are there photos here? History. Well, from Harold Bluetooth to Frederick IX, 1,000 years of history. Kings and queens laid to rest in Roskilde. Harold Bluetooth, who died 987, my ancestor, by the way. Harold Bluetooth. Sven Forkbeard, another one of my ancestors, died 1014. Sven Igristin, Margaret Ested, Margareta, Christopher of Bavaria. And then the House of Oldenburg, starting with Christian I in 1416, all the way up until 1863, Frederick VII. Then the House of Glücksburg, which is from Germany, so was Oldenburg. Christian IX, all the way up until 1972. And then Ingrid is buried there. She was born 1910, died in 2000. So all the way through the year 2000, they've got Danish monarchs buried in the Roskilde Cathedral, which is really cool. Maybe this will help me. That doesn't help either. Visit Denmark. Maybe this will do it. Come on. Come on. Here, you can at least see what it looks like there. That's a little better. So that's the Roskilde Cathedral. Really awesome. Obviously, they were fixing the roof at one time, replacing it. You can see the copper color there. Yeah. It's UNESCO World Heritage Site. Fell asleep with the head on the phone. That's crazy. All right. So now I want to go to the Roskilde Viking Ship Museum. There it is. Let's see if we can't get it better on this one here. This is really cool. So what happened here is that they have this narrow fjord, the narrow mouth of the fjord, and it opens up, comes down into Roskilde, and the Vikings used to swim in there or come in there with their boats, and then apparently there used to be lots of raids. Other Vikings would come down there, attack and burn loot. They got tired of it, and so one of the leaders of Roskilde, or one of the kings, took a bunch of boats, like 7 boats up, put them at the narrow point, and sunk them with rocks, and so the boats couldn't get through. But over the years, they got torn apart and worn down. Eventually, people didn't know what's going on. They eventually started excavating. They put pilings in a groundbreaking way to preserve wood that's been trapped underwater for so long, because when you take wood out of water, it just does that and pops and explodes when it dries out. So they had to put this gel in it. And it's amazing. I have the book. I have the book that I bought because I went to the Viking Ship Museum. It's awesome. Been there twice, actually. It's really, really cool. So Viking Ship Museum. Let's see if I can't find pictures here. It's open daily. Exhibitions. I'm looking for pictures, man. Show me pictures, pictures, pictures. Let me see. Oh, this is useless. I want to see the pictures. Show me the damn pictures. Let's get here. We'll do images. Hang on a second. Oh, here you go. This will have to do with this. This will have to do. So inside, you can see the reconstruction of the boats and the wood they preserved. Some have more parts than others, but there are 7 ships total. Look at this. There you go. There's a video. And they've started making, they make boats now. They recreate them. They actually have shipbuilders out there now. That's where you can see them making them outside. And they use the same methods that they used back then. So it's a concrete building inside. Yeah, so pretty cool. Viking Ship Museum. Here's one they've recreated out there sailing. It's a pretty cool story. A fight with a troop of baboons last night. Okay, that's a little different than a Viking Ship Museum. Swallowed by the sea. Anyway, Denmark's fascinating. That is really cool, Anti-Floy. Really cool. Momo is a cool experience to have. What's that? Let's face your fear moment for me as I'm petrified of being in a vehicle in a slide. What's this? Why do so many ancestors have a margarita in there somewhere? Them stonemasons very busy. Some seriously beautiful buildings. Yeah, it is. Would I consider going to space? Yeah, I would. I would consider going to space. We've been told the world we have been told we have the world in one country. If you look carefully, north of dives. What, South Africa is a world one country? No. South Africa's amazing, but not the world one country. Podcast was saying late last night that Elon has been expelled from USA. He's coming to attack South drones. That's funny. All the South Atlantic islands look pretty interesting. Americans built an airfield on one of them. Huh. I stayed in the Mövenpick Hotel in Stuttgart. It sucked. It wasn't very good. It was disappointing because it's a very expensive hotel. I managed to get it for a good price. Yeah, the Isle of Man is interesting. I've been there. So, Asterix and Obelix, good series. I have a bunch of those books in French. So, headline that Putin offered Elon asylum in Russia. Didn't bother looking into it. It's outrageous stuff. People are saying all kinds of stupid stuff, trying to be funny. Good morning there, Xavier. Yeah, so anyway. So let's see what the lineups are. So I'm going to cover the lineups for the Bulls. Billy LaRue at fullback, Keenan Moody on the right wing, David Creel, Harold Forster in the center, Sebastian de Klerk on the left wing. He's done very well. Johan Hussen is back. I watched Jake White emotional at a press conference when Hussen was injured when I was in South Africa. I thought we'd never see him play again. My goodness, Johan Hussen is back. That's insane. Ambrose Papier, Cameron Hanekom, Ron Nordkia, Marcel Coetzee, JF Van Heerden, Kobus Visa in the front row. It's Vilko Low, Johan Hermelaar, and Jan Hendrik Vessels. Off the bench, Aka van der Merwe, Shaqweni, Mornay Smith, Janis Kirsten, Marco van Staden, Zach Berger, Keegan Johannes, and Devin Williams. For the Sharks, at fullback, it's Ophelia Fassi, Ethan Hooker on the right wing, Lucanio Andre Estais in the center. That's a good combination right there. Makazone Mapimpi on the left wing, Jordan Hendricks at fly half, Jaden Hendricks at scrum half, Sia Khaleesi is the captain wearing number 8 jersey, Vincent Chichuka, James Fenter, Emil van Heerden, Corne Rawl, Vincent Kalk, Bongi on Banami, and Oxen Shea. Off the bench, it's Fez Mbata, Tukum Chunu, Mkunu Hanru Jacobs, Dion Slabbert, Pepsi Buthelezi, Bradley Davids, Jorenzo Julius, and Yao Penke. 6:15 today, because it's now after midnight for me. That will be noon for me. In about 12 hours, I'll be broadcasting that. Andrew Brace from Ireland is the official. Sam Grove White from Scotland, Adam Jones from Wales are the side judges. And Mike Adamson from Scotland is the TMO. There you have it, folks. That's who's going to play. In the last 5 times they played, the Bulls have won twice, and the Sharks have won 3 head-to-head meetings. Interesting. Interesting. That is interesting. Right. So, the shocker for me is that Johan Hussen is in the game. That's crazy. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that at all. Philippines, heaven on earth. If you say so, Global Rome Explorer. I've never seen a South African rugby team take the knee for BLM. Never seen it. We still have a base in the Azores. Do we? Good morning, Lindsay. How's it going? Cordell says, go Sharks. Mental chewing gum is here. Yeah, Alan, several people said the injury will be on his mind. We'll see. He's a trooper. We'll see. You got someone who can replace him off the bench if he's not up to it. Belly dance. Ooh. Yeah, this Putin thing. There's a lot of crazy stuff being said going on. Anyway, folks, maybe we should wrap it up here, huh? Let everybody have a good morning. Others get a rest. We'll see where it goes, okay? All right, thanks for being with me. No, play close and rather, please. Yeah. Charles, when I take a knee, I'd rather give them middle finger. Well, that's what the bugger off bunny's for. By the way, this weekend, folks, on Sunday, I will have, check it out. I got these little cool reading glasses. They fold up in here. Oops, that's not working so well. Oh, it won't come out now. What the heck? There we go. So they open up like this. You've probably seen these before. Got these for a few bucks. So you really can't look around. You can just go straight on, but they're kind of cool. Yeah, so they don't really stick in your head all that well, but anyway. Okay. Suppose to slide right in there. They're being a little difficult. There we go. Anyway, cool. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you later on. But this weekend we've got Sunday. We've got today we've got the news on his channel. Then on Rugby Senate, the Bulls and Sharks, and then I'll probably give you updates of the Leinster game because that'll be on while I'm doing the news. And then on Sunday we've got a stream about pets, bringing pets to the USA, and then the news. And then do I have another? I'm trying to think if I have another stream on Sunday. I can't remember. Anyway, maybe not. I can't remember. It's all blur now. Anyway, you guys have a good one. In fact, I can check real quick right now if I already set up. Let me see. Live. Let me see. May not have any more. Yeah, okay. I've got the Refugee Cafe Clutch. That's the new segment I'm starting. That's on Sunday. So moving South African refugees and pets. So I got three things on Sunday. Busy Sunday. All right, you all take care. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Have a good morning wherever you're at. And thanks for the one super chat. Appreciate that. And we're going to wrap it up. Bye-bye. Okay, now that everybody that was just hanging out left, we're still here. It's just us girls. Okay, now we can talk openly. So, the Holy Roman Empire was neither Holy, Roman, nor an empire. Talk amongst yourselves. 34 people left. Yes, the Holy Roman Empire was neither Holy, Roman, nor an empire. Talk amongst yourselves. Gotcha. Oh, that was too much fun. Anyway, actually, I really do need to go to bed, folks. Yeah, it was nothing Roman or holy about it. It wasn't really an empire either. Oh, my goodness. You got to love it. Cheers, everybody. Take care. For real this time. For reals. Oh, my goodness. Night, folks. Take care. Huddy does.